Could it be that we struggle so much with worship because we have not built the altar of worship in our personal life? Could it be that so many of us prefer to skip worship when we come together corporately because we don't know how to worship? We've never taught ourselves, our spiritual man, to actually worship God. And because of that inability to worship God, we would rather skip the part which is the most amazing part of our time together, which is to lift up Jesus, the name above all names, the name under which every knee shall bow, which is the most glorious part of our time together. We would rather skip it so that we can come and sit and listen to a preacher tell us how good God will be to us. Spiritually, where are we today? Have we learned to build an altar to God on a daily basis? If not, the Spirit of God is speaking to us. Because God is a personal God. He wants us to know Him and to be known by Him, to hear His voice. That's the whole purpose of the Christian faith. That's what separates the Christian faith from every other faith. It's not a religion. It's not a set of rules and regulations. Christianity is relationship. That's what Christianity is all about. That's the one reason why Jesus left His throne to come down to earth, because He didn't want a middleman to represent God and man. He didn't want us to go to the high priest and have the high priest take our request to God. He says, I'm going to cut the middleman. I'm going to tear the curtain that separates us, because I'm coming down to earth. I'm shedding my precious blood. I'm purchasing freedom for everyone. And by the purpose of His freedom was for you and me to enter into His throne room personally. For every person to experience God in a personal way, in your home, to have the presence of God fill your prayer room. Have we ever been lost in His presence in our prayer time, where we've just sat there weeping and crying? This is not something that's reserved for the super spiritual or someone who's only in ministry. No, it's for every child of God to experience God in such a manner that it becomes an obsession for our life. After all, we're going to spend eternity with Him. Isn't that the whole point of the Christian faith? To believe for what is to come, to be with Him for eternity. Do we worship God?